shit. Entertainment is here. Coming from the streets, no deal. It's the Looney Show, we always keep it real.
Well, actually, it came out in 2020, but it was filmed between 2017 and 2020. So during Trump's first administration.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's going about with ICE. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start off with this statement. All right? Because this was at the end of episode 1. We did episode 1.
Yeah.
Of this 6-episode series. Rotten Tomatoes gives it like 94%. It's a great series. Okay? We highly recommend.
Yes.
So, here it is. Officials at the Department of Homeland Security requested the following statements. And this was after we watched this first episode. In April 2018, the U.S. Department of Justice zero tolerance, quote-unquote, policy for all offenses referred for prosecution for illegal entry, and in May 2018, U.S. Department of Homeland Security law enforcement officers at the border were directed to refer illegal border crossers for prosecution to the extent practicable. When adults traveling with minor children were detained in criminal custody pending prosecution or serving their criminal sentences, their minor children were transferred to the custody of the Office of Refugee Resettlement. Now, in June 2018, President Trump signed an executive order ending this practice at the border.
So, layman terms, when you would cross over as an immigrant, and if you got detained, you will be separated from your family. This statement is saying that in 2018, President Trump has ended this practice. We are in 2026. Funny how present time works against the past.
Lies. All lies.
He's a liar.
Just lies.
So, I guess I'm gonna start it off with, hey guys, we have a message for all black people. Stay out of this. Any black person that says an ISIS agent should not be. I understand you may want to check and don't care and want to feed your family. But this is not our fight. We should not be contributing to that. And I'm also proud that I only seen 2 of y'all.
She's proud to see 2 of y'all. Now she's proud to see 2 of y'all. Let me say this.
He was hoping none.
None. When I say none, I wanted none of us near any of that. Sorry. That's just not something that we do. I was like, as black folks in the United States of America, we should not be sitting there getting on the train of talking about immigrants. Okay?
Well, supporting them, rounding up.
Black
and brown people.
Just black and brown people in general. I'm not with it.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm not with it.
But, to be honest, I'm proud of us because we were not on this gravy chain. Guess who was rounding themselves up? Like cowboys.
Oh my goodness, Donald Trump. That's who was exactly going ahead.
Guys, when you watch the documentary, it's nothing but Mexican and other Hispanic people working for ICE. This, even though I do not agree with any of this, and we're going to break this down, we're not laughing because what they were doing to these people, and we're going to talk about that, and that should not occur because we're humane, but to sit there and witness that it was their own that was rounding them up.
There was so, when I tell you, and Kay can tell you, I was absolutely livid, like really upset about like what was going on with this whole, with what I was seeing. They literally use Spanish speaking people in ICE in these top positions, to be honest with you. And it was literally one of the most disgusting displays of tap dancing I have ever seen in my life. Even us as black folks, when we tap dance, I don't even think we go to this length. Some of us, like a lot of us, don't go to this length.
I think that probably in the beginning, like beginning, like probably slavery days, we have tried. But I think because living in America and we have dealt with them and we know that even when we tap dance, we always out on the shit end of the stick. I think that's why we don't. We warned them. We have been here before.
The fact that they are there, the Latinos are there right now, I'm like, you all are, it's like, it's detrimental because it's been y'all, because there's a lot of y'all here.
And that was in 2018. So
2017, 18, yeah,
y'all
19.
Been rounding yourselves up.
And you all are sitting here really buying into the white supremacy. And when you see when you watch this first episode of this Immigration Nation, like, I'm not going to lie to you, you see about 2 white dudes who are, like, running ICE.
And that's what they do. Don't they sit on the top and let the minorities rule over each other, as they say, control each other, round each other up? Wow, guys. See, we've been seeing this game. We tried to tell them. They did not. We tried to tell them. They ain't want to listen. This is the same antics. They're not inventive. We are. We're creative. We're inventive. We have creative mind. They just deploy the same tactics, just in different forms and different ways.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what they just did with them.
Yeah.
And they got them rounding themselves up like cattle.
And it's disgusting, the way that they do this. And the thing is, I couldn't, like, I was telling you, I could not imagine the things that those men and women are saying to them who are rounding them up. I couldn't imagine the things that they're being said to them at every given moment.
They have quotas, y'all.
Yeah.
So they have a certain amount of people they got to round up. Like, is that right? Not only that, I'm going to let y'all, Hispanic or anybody that's under ICE attack, they do not have warrants. They are not legally allowed to enter your home unless you give them permission. So, guys, don't let the person that is an immigrant come to the door. And when you come to the door and you find out who it is, you said, no, this person ain't here, and keep it moving. And they're not allowed. And certain cities like Philadelphia and now New York is not allowing ISIS to come.
Nope. They're not allowing it.
Because this is not legal. They do not have a warrant to enter your home. So unless you have a warrant,
if it's not from local police department, please leave my home.
Yeah. If you don't have a warrant, you cannot enter your home, and you have to say no, guys. And that's for everybody, black, brown, or whatever. The only way they can enter your home if you give them permission. When you go out to speak to them, you shut your door. That's a no entry policy.
Yeah, they're just doing the most right now.
So let's get into this first episode.
So this first episode was really just giving a whole idea of how they operate. And I'm just gonna sit there and say it like all the way around. How they operate is just disgusting. They do a lot of generalizations. They do a lot of just, you know, like not a lot of it. Like mostly just generalizations of how they are. And they just make up make up stuff.
Oh my God, so much lies.
It's just made up. And one of the, like, in this episode, like, if you see episode 1, when you watch episode 1, you will see one of these, like, trainers talking about, like, the people that they're going into the homes of. And, like, they were doing, like, an exercise of, you know, if, like, one of the, you know, one had a gun or picked up a gun or whatever.
Yeah, oh gosh.
And he was sitting there and, like, giving, like, a whole thing about, like, well, you know, they're trying to protect this, they're trying to protect that. And I was just like, this is very specific and this is very, like, propaganda.
Yeah.
It's a lot of propaganda. And when you watch, like, it's like, this is a particular part, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you see it.
And to explain it better, he was describing an incident between the male and the female, and basically training these ISIS agents to shoot kill,
absolutely,
before even assessing the situation.
Yeah,
and it's very dangerous because we all know who ISIS agents are. They're mostly rejects, ones who cannot get into the police department, military, or disinvolved, basically dishonored in these positions. So you're sitting there training these type of individuals to shoot to kill, not to assess a situation, to be able to determine if these individuals are a threat. And looking at episode 1, they only said, and I got quotations up, guys, there was only one threat. And y'all have to watch that. But, like, only one threat. So
these people.
So y'all rounded, y'all have a quota, and y'all rounded all these people up, and nobody was a threat, but supposedly one. And you're training these agents to shoot the kill.
Well, no, 2. Remember, because
when I say 1, it's because it was a woman and her fucking boyfriend.
Her husband.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Her husband. So I consider him 1.
Yeah.
And I was going to let you explain that. That's why I kept going. But that is what I'm saying. So they're not, these people were not a threat, but you're training these individuals to kill, and that's why we got Renee. But go ahead and explain what I said the one threat was.
Yes, the one threat that they claimed was that this Romanian couple, Romanian, meaning white, okay, that they were actually, now I don't know if it's true, I don't know if it's not true, but I feel like the FBI would have been involved with what it is they were claiming. They claimed that this Romanian couple was dabbling in, what's it called, CP, child, you know.
Yeah, you can't say that, stop it.
I said CP. That's why I said in CP. And so that's where I was like, when I heard that, I said, well, that's a really big crime. And this is like, and what they were describing, I was just like, so why wasn't the FBI involved? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was weird, especially if they were,
They said that these individuals have been deported several times and they keep coming back, but not one FBI investigation, only ISIS that does not have legal warrants.
It makes no sense.
And they picked the lady up at her job.
Yes.
Most of the times they pick them up at their jobs, on their way to their jobs, dropping their kids off. These are abiding citizens. Guys, they do pay taxes, even though they are immigrants.
America is about the money. And at the end of the day, they are going to sit here and going to exploit anybody that wants to sit here and come here and make something of themselves. You are going to get taxed. They're going to want to tax you. They are. And it was just like, that's why I say, when this whole argument and conversation about immigrants is just crazy to me. Because
I have a different theory on that one. Like, I kind of agree with Looney, but I have a different theory with America. But it's just very important to understand what is going on here and what is transpiring. And now we're in 2026, and we see all the lies. He's still detaining children and families away from each other.
It's sick.
I thought it was also a great point to point out that when we said that there was a lot of Hispanics that was in ISIS, the reason why is there was one of the head white guys, and he said, well, I can speak German.
Oh yeah, he was no.
And why would he say that statement? Break it down to him, Looney. Why would he?
He said that statement because of the simple fact they're only looking for black and brown individuals. They're not looking for like white individuals. Now the Romanians, you know what? I think they got those Romanians. You know why I think they this is my thing.
I think it was for the show.
No, I think they got the Romanians because they were Muslim. I was like, there is a
Romanian
that are Muslim
Islam community.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, I think they got them because they were Muslim.
But
so that's just my personal theory. I can't confirm that. This is allegedly.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm saying that is because it's just like I was just like, I don't understand why they would sit there and go for them as the way that they did, knowing that Romania is mostly a white European nation.
But
mostly.
The point that was supposed to be made was that he does not speak Spanish. So that he needed individuals that could communicate to the type of individuals they were deporting. And that's why it was nothing but Hispanics and ICE.
Mm-hmm.
That was the point of that statement.
Yes. And it's just nothing but Hispanic. It's nothing but Spanish, Latino people that are in these positions at ICE, who are doing all this stuff at ICE. It's sickening, honestly. It is one of the, like when I was saying about tap dancing. That's a high form of tap dancing that I just don't. I was just like, and we
told them.
We get on, even our community, in the black community, we get on ours for less. We get on ours for less.
We told them, look, our men and women, we both voted against Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you just gotta understand that. Like, we told them, we warned them, but this was 2018. So, this is very interesting, right? Check this out. 2018, 17-18, is the start of Trump's administration. So, they had previously went through this, and they still voted against their best interest.
Every time.
Because now it's 2020 since we just had the election. Yo. Oh, gosh.
No. We just
This not on us. This is on them.
No.
They did it to themselves.
No. The Latinos, I was like, Latino community in the United States of America, I was like, you all, and of course white people, have literally bought into him. The ones that were so, I always call it like the white lash. The white lash after Barack Obama left office. I was just like, I'm sorry.
No, because what did we find out?
What?
While watching the documentary, we found out a lot of them came in during the Bush
administration, because the Bush administration they wanted more people to come into the country.
God.
Sorry, they were pro-immigration.
Yo.
The Bush administration was pro-immigration.
Yo, guys, you know how they always say that Obama was the one that let the floodgates in?
No, not at all.
Yo, we found out it was Bush.
It was mostly Bush.
I gotta watch this documentary.
Yes, it was like most of the people that were there was like they were coming in. They were like they were asking the ICS like, well, when did you come in? And when they said they came in, most of them, like Bush administration.
Yeah.
All of them Bush.
Guys,
all of them were like in the Bush administration, bro.
Well, we already knew they were lying, but they're lying.
Yeah. We know they're lying, but I believe the immigrants over the ICE.
No, because, listen, first of all, these are so-called criminals. So I'm gonna break this down to you.
Please
when
do.
you come to my house, right?
Please do.
Yes. When you come to my house, if I'm a so-called criminal, am I going to let you in? No. I'm shooting you through the door. So, I let you in. When you ask me questions, I pull out my documentation. I tell you, when you ask me, when have I entered the... No, the first question is, how did you enter the country? And what did they all say? Illegally?
No, it was a couple... No, one of them said illegally.
But...
Only one of them did. No.
So,
yeah, go for it.
Illegally? So now, I'm a criminal. I'm letting you know that I'm letting you through my doors. I'm saying I'm here illegally.
Right.
And I'm pulling out my paperwork. They were in New York. I'm letting you fingerprint me. Which they all did in the house.
Yes, they did.
I'm doing all this because I'm a criminal?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not doing that as a criminal. They were catching people going to work, dropping off their kids. I'm not doing all that. If I'm a criminal, then we're fighting because I already know that what it is. And then when they're in custody, we're telling them they get a phone call, they don't. And then we're asking them questions how they got here. They're telling us their whole journey.
Right.
Why, if I'm a criminal, I'm going to let you know how I entered the States?
That part.
If I'm a criminal, that was the explanation. Like, yo, they were completely cooperative. Not one person went fighting in handcuffs.
Not a single one. There was no combativeness from any single person that they picked that they were...
Not one.
Not one. No one was running.
And on the news, it had a whole bunch of gangster and tattoos. I ain't seen not one tattoo.
Nope.
They had a whole bunch of gang signs on their hands and stuff like that. Not one of the people that they rounded up had any of that.
Nope.
So, and I doubt that if they over here that they got the money for tattoo laser surgery.
No.
But we knew. We knew.
No, they were doing the most. I'm sorry. I was just like Kay feels differently. Me, I'm like, when I tell you I was.
And you always throwing me under the bus. And
No, I'm not throwing you.
I'm explain why I feel differently, but go ahead.
No, I'm gonna explain too. I'm gonna explain too, for sure. And I was really pissed off just with the fact of the amount of. It's just like, again, the tap dancing. And the fact that they would go to that length, it was the length
You calling out the two black people that was
No, I'm not talking about them. I'm actually talking about,
Hispanics.
Yeah, the Latinos. Yeah, I'm talking about Latino Hispanics, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's not, no.
You said I feel differently.
No, I still feel differently about that. But no. Like, no. I was like, y'all shouldn't have been there, period. Anyway, when it comes to these, but it's just like the fact that these Latino Hispanic men were in these positions of power, and the women too. The girls not trying to hit her quota.
Bro. And then the sad part is you had ISIS agents that felt that was so wrong and still contribute to it. Like, this is, people, y'all, we have to do better. We have to do better.
Do better? Like...
We have to.
No, it's just all crazy shit.
So, we're gonna break down, but please, guys. What he meant by I feel differently. I am a very humane person, and I am so against ripping people from their families, sitting there deporting people, knowing how you have conquered this country and how you have conquered every other place you have resided. For how dare the audacity for you to sit there and do that to other individuals when we know that y'all were all immigrants once and what y'all did. But when he said that I feel it a different way, I felt because of this last election, it was never a problem to me. I did not care if you wanted to be here to work. I did not care that you was escaping what you were escaping. But that last election, when you sat there and you went against everything that we have fought for, civil rights, our history, when we sat there and we told you how it was going to turn out, and you did not believe us, and you went against everything we fought for, not knowing the history of our country. Yes, I felt a certain kind of way because it was only you that could outweigh the black vote. It was only Hispanics that could. And yes, they put an individual in power that should have never been and would have never been if they were not so naive and they did not listen to us. They have no history, no awareness of our history, our struggle, and what we worked hard for. And they went against that. And they put us back to square one. And yes, that's what he means by I am different on this. Because no, I feel like because you were here, you had an opportunity to outweigh my vote. And I feel like you should not be here. And that is my indifference.
Mm-hmm.
And that's everybody that had voted for the indifference of us blacks, because we told you what it was going to be. We lived through this.
Well, I mean, yeah.
We fought. We fought to escape this. And every last one of y'all contribute against our best willing. And that's where I feel like that no, if you don't understand, you should not be here to contribute to our politics and vote. For example, I have no idea about how Venezuela's law works. But let's say within the next 3 years, I go to Venezuela. I'm now a citizen. I'm given the right to vote. I don't know anything about their history. I'm voting for my best interests. Being though, I don't really know how to choose the best president or for this country. Honestly, I have not done my research. I don't know anything. But I'm giving the right to vote. And your vote was so detrimental, it overturned ours. And that's why he say I feel the way I feel. And yes, no, I don't believe that if you don't know American history, that's black and white American history, you should not be given the opportunity to influence our politics. If you pay taxes, it's because you're here and you're voting and you're taking and you're taking advantage of being able to work, and that's owed to us. And I'm fine with that. But giving the rights to vote, citizenship, and you don't know the struggle and what we have accomplished and what we've been through, because if you knew that, y'all wouldn't have voted for Trump because you already knew when America was about to go back to. When he had Make America Great Again, you never knew what the fuck America was. So y'all thought it was always great. No, it wasn't.
It never has been great.
The fact that y'all did not correlate to America was never great is why I did not agree y'all should have had the right to vote.
Nope.
Because America was never great.
It's never been
For
great.
who?
For who? The white man, the rich white man. The
So,
rich white man
correction
only good.
So what Looney was saying, no, I'm totally against what ISIS has done, ripping people from their homes, like especially immigrants, when we all know that nobody deserves to be here but Native Americans and blacks, because we never asked to be here. So the only two people that got the right to be here is us.
Well,
Nobody else. So the
Nobody.
fact that y'all contributing to wrangling people up, but no, unfortunately, this is what y'all voted for.
No, this is what y'all voted for.
And I'm going to stick to my guns.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. 100%. I'm like, you all voted for this. I was just like, you all just wanted to see, like, what was going to happen. Just because of the simple fact, you feel like things, because of the simple fact, you didn't like the fact that America's disdain and hate for black women is so deep. It's so deep. I was just like, you all chose Trump over Kamala Harris, and it's just like it's cool.
Podcast, yeah. Ooh.
And it's just crazy. It's just crazy at this point. It's crazy.
That's really what it was. Is y'all did not want to vote for a black woman.
You all did not want to vote for a black woman. Like, it was one thing for a woman, but for a
black woman.
Well, a black and brown woman. She's a black and brown woman. She's both. Now she is both.
She is a black
yes.
woman, and they did not want to vote for
She's both.
her.
Yes. She is both. She is both.
And that
she ain't white. This woman is not
why
white.
we're here.
Yeah. This woman is not white.
So once again, just like we seen in this first ISIS episode, y'all have won against y'all best interests.
Yep. And here we are. You see what's going on now? Do you honestly feel like that we would be in this position right now? Do you really think like we would be in Nigeria? Do you really think that we would be in Venezuela? Honestly and truthfully. Anyway,
Tune in. Episode 2.
that part. Bye.